Okay, shall we begin? Welcome to James Green's English Classroom. I'm James, and this is a place where I host a daily English class for conversation. And you can participate simply by saying your name, where you're from, and speaking. We have other classes going on today. The schedule is usually posted in our Discord group, but I'll just mention it to you. It's me. I will be teaching for about an hour and 20 minutes on Tuesdays. And then at 16 UTC, Nuran Muhammad is doing a mixed level open conversation, and 17 UTC, Warda is doing mixed level open conversation. And in addition to that, just let you know, we have WhatsApp, Telegram, and other social media groups and places if you want to participate by text. But this is the main meeting place for the group, is this daily call at 13 UTC. So glad you're here, and let's use the time. Let's begin by joining what we have in common, playing to integrate our differences for the purpose of learning English. If you put your country in your name, that's also helpful. If you turn your camera on, that's even better. You don't have to, but I suggest that you do. Who would like to begin? Say your name, where you're from, and then speak. I'm just setting up my user interface, turning off subtitles because I don't need subtitles. And I'm giving, let's see, do we have any other co-hosts? No. Okay. We're live streaming on YouTube. I've sent out my invitation links to all the groups that I want to and can be bothered to invite. Right now, I am partially distracted by admitting people. I don't know if Mohammed, if you're available to play the role of admitting people into the group.
Yeah, sure, I'm available. Just
all right.
WhatsApp, that's one.
So I'm going to take my hand off of that, and I'm going to put my attention fully into the group to people who are already here. Hello, what would you like to talk about today?
This is Munmi from India. Hi, James. And hi, everyone. I wanted to know, how do you turn off subtitles? I'm not finding an option here.
On your phone, there is an option. There is an option to turn off the subtitles. It's a little difficult for me to navigate through it right now because I'm not on my phone.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody else has. I don't know if somebody else has the ability to navigate Munmi through that. We could do that, though. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Sorry, Moonmi, I'm not seeing it.
Yes, same here. I'm trying to find out, but no options. I went to the meeting setting. There is no option available there.
No, I did see it. I go to more meeting settings, and then it says closed captioning. Testing. Yeah, so now I see the
I don't have it.
subtitles, and I go back to more meeting settings, turn off closed captioning,
Mm,
testing, and now it's off.
I don't have that here.
So if you have some different user interface, I can't help you. I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, thank you. But yeah, I think I don't have.
Say anyone else?
Anyone else?
This is Amira from Libya. I missed two class already, but I have news here from my side. I have a visitor. I'm from America, doctors for chronic pain management, and coming for my country as a volunteer for clinic. So I'm very happy because easy to communication for this doctor as a native. And sometimes when see yourself in some situation, you can't get it the benefit, but when that out from this situation, you see you are improve communication skills and language. So thank you, James.
Hold
Anyone
on
else?
hold on one second. Amira, hold on one second. So Mohammed, I am hearing the admittance bell when people are coming in. Are other people hearing that bell? Yeah. So I have that setting turned off because with 50 people coming in and out, that will be very distracting. Now I'm surprised because I have that setting off. So when I hit admit, there is no bell that goes off. But I don't know, Mohammed, if you have that setting on, if then that's why the bell is going when you admit people. So I'd like you to check with your settings, Mohammed, and see if you can turn that bell off for yourself so that when you're co-hosting, the bell is not ringing over and over again. Sorry, Amira. So I did hear that your guests are doctors, they're from America, and then I was distracted by the bell ringing a couple of times. I didn't hear anything else.
Okay. I said about one doctor from America coming here for my country as a volunteer for pain management, chronic pain management for as a clinic, and I have a chance for communication with this doctor, and I see myself my English language and communication skills very very good improvement because easy to connection, easy to talk, easy to work with him as a team. So I just only say thank you, James, about what happened for my living because the main reason here because every day coming and speaking practice and conversation, something like this. Yeah, I see myself. How to say that? But yeah, improve. Maybe can you see. So I'm very happy. I know I missed the two class from here because I can't join yesterday and Sunday and Monday because the workshop and the clinic. But still happy. Thank you. Anyone else?
Bill Australia. Amira, I heard that you are grateful to James because in your work you are able to communicate well with a doctor, and it is pleasing and it makes you very happy. And
Rasha.
have I got you, Amira?
Yes, Bill, you get me. And this doctor from America, as a native, this is very surprising for me. Easy to communication with the American doctor. You do well there.
Right.
Anyone
And
else?
it was surprising to you.
Shut
The
up.
communication with an American doctor was so good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
I too can join you in appreciating coming here and James, even though now at the beginning I'm stumbling a bit with my words. I have noticed a much better improvement in my speaking with people, so that now, even after a few seconds, I'm starting to relax more and speak better, even though I'm nervous. And I appreciate coming here and getting the opportunity to talk and listen to you all. Anyone else?
Mohammed, don't let anybody else into the room.
All right.
We have some people trying to disrupt the group again. Back to you, group. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you heard some of the disruptions.
Yes.
You did. Okay. So if you heard some of the disruptions, you can talk about what it's like to be in a group that somebody's trying to disrupt it.
This is Amira from Libya. I heard bad word, but I don't know if that's word for me or just only background. Maybe for I heard that shut up, but I don't. Yeah, I'm stuck it, but I don't know if that's.
You said what? Wait. You said what? You're stuck?
Yeah, I'm stuck because I don't know if this word for conversation with
no. Amira,
yeah.
you don't know something. Amira, let me say something.
Okay.
You don't know something. However, how is not knowing something getting you stuck?
Um, because,
Amira,
yeah.
take a moment to take my question in. You don't have to answer it immediately. Take a moment to take my question in. You don't know something. Amira, this is for everybody, not just you. You don't know something. That happens often, right? There are things we don't know, maybe a few things we don't know. Sometimes we get stuck and sometimes we don't get stuck. So you can ask yourself, in this instance, not knowing, how are you getting stuck by not knowing this thing? Whether the shut up was meant for you or somebody else, what does it matter to you?
This is Amira. Maybe because I and Bill talk together about Bill try to paraphrase for me and check if that's right. And suddenly this word happened.
That's the fact. That's the fact.
Yeah. Just only a second, I'm stuck, but I will try to continue. And I think I get it, continuation and communication with the Bill. Yeah.
Amira, so you'd like to continue talking to Bill?
Yeah, because
No. Slow down, Amira. You'd like to continue talking to Bill, so talk to Bill.
Yeah, Bill. Please, can you repeat what you said? Because I think you said you are appreciated James class because the James class help for you about a way of the nervous when the talk and communication with others. I'm right?
You got me absolutely 100% clearly. James has helped me relax and speak more fluently with others and communicate better, and I really appreciate it.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, James. So I talk about something happened this day in my side about how to work as a team and how to communication with the other people. Maybe you didn't like to dealing, but should be dealing together because you have a big goal. So this is a very difficult situation for me because you know maybe because a lot of energy in the same team and a lot of conflict, something right, something wrong, and should be dealing about all of these. Anyone else?
This is Yassine from Morocco. I heard that Amira spoke about how
Talk
can
to
we work as a team.
Talk to Amira.
Sure. So Amira, spoke about working as a team and how effective should it be. Aren't you?
Yeah, you get it, some information, but the more information about how to dealing with team when the conflict and a lot of people have a lot of how to say that, but a lot of problems because somebody agree with your decision, somebody no, and how to communication between all of this.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for your clarification. I am going
Not
to
not just thank you, because thank you is another way of saying I understand, asserting understanding without demonstrating it. I want you, if she corrected you, I want you to get that, summarize that part that she corrected or added.
Sure.
Or yeah, not just you all the
Sure.
time. This is how we
Sure.
fix and polish up our understanding with people.
Sure. So she added that sometimes we, as a team, we got some differences that we have to deal with. We have to deal with our differences, our different points of views. And maybe sometimes we got in a conflict and we have to deal with this as well. So
Check.
did I get it now, Amira?
Yeah, absolutely 100%. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. I am
Great.
going to join you, James, talking about disruption. I see disruption when people disturbing us or distracting us here as a restraining forces, or as what you call, yeah, that take us away from our goals. Our goals here in the meeting. Of course, one of them to speak English, another one to learn vocabulary maybe, or to learn knowledge, to gain knowledge from others. And one of the most important goals is to establish an effective way of communicating with each other. Okay, so I see that people who are willing to disturb us, I see that as a restraining force that take us away from these goals. That's it. Anyone else?
This is Ali Shafak from Afghanistan. Yeah, Yasin, I want to summarize you said about the distraction some people in the meeting. You said the people who came here want to practice English, and distraction maybe change our way from learning some new words and maybe some knowledge that people are sharing in here. So the people who came here, they should not distract to others. So just focus on the knowledge and the vocabulary and things that share in the meeting. Am I right?
Yes, it is simply, yes, that's it. Simply one thing. I want to establish an effective communication with you, for example, Alina. I want to hear you very clearly, and you want to hear me, listen to me, and I want to speak to the group. How can I do that if someone is going to disturb us? It will not be an effective way to communicate. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, when we are talking together, but someone distracting, maybe we cannot catch the main point, and we cannot hear anything very clearly. Thank you. Anybody else?
This is Carl from Syria. For me, I think, Yasin, when you speak about distraction, I want to ask him, if anyone asks you something, how to deal with him. This is my question for Yasin, in a practical way and in a good way.
Okay, Kawa. So you asked a direct question to me. If someone, do you mean someone in the group? Someone on Zoom meeting, for example, right now?
Yes, yes. When someone asks you about something, I think it's in a kindly way, and you should answer him. Am I wrong?
Sure, sure. I think it depends whether I know the answer or not. It depends whether I understand the question very clearly or not. So that I can reply. If I do not know the answer, I am not going to give, let's say, a wrong facts. If it is a question concerning language, for example, yeah, I know I am not sure about the answer. I will not give a wrong facts about the thing he want to answer, just for replying him or her.
I think when someone
Kawa? Instead of having a one-on-one conversation with Yassine, would you come into the group and summarize what you heard Yassine say?
I summarize Yassine, and he said here in this group, someone distract us, and he don't help us to reach our goal. This is I summarize about Yassine. Am I wrong, Yassine? You hear me, Yassine?
Yes, yes. But then you jumped into another different topic.
No. Instead of commenting, Yassine, tell him what you want him to know. Tell him what you said that you want him to understand. Don't comment on Kawa's speech.
Sure. So, yeah, do you want to say something, James?
Yeah. So it's getting all tangled up. And the reason it's getting tangled up is because it's two people talking to each other without listening to each other. It's a good example. We do that. We are in the habit all the time of talking to each other and not listening to each other. So the question is, do you want to talk or do you want to listen? That's a question for everybody.
For me, I want to listen before and summarize him, and after that I have in my mind things to say in order to say this is my opinion about your question.
Yeah, so you have
good evening.
Hold on a second, Lehan. Hold on just one second. So Kawa, you have a kind of plan.
All right.
Can you take it one step at a time? Because if you stick to your plan, no matter what the group is doing, you may come into out of sync with the group. So one thing at a time. What do you want to do first?
For me, when Yassine speak about what he say, I summarize him. I want to summarize him, and I have a question for him.
Kawa, so that's already you have two things you want to do. What do you want to do first? Can you choose one?
Choose. I want to ask him.
Okay. So you don't
I
want
have
to.
in my mind
Kawa,
question. I want
Kawa,
to
Kawa, hold on a second. Slow down. See, you don't want to summarize him. You want to ask him a question, which is different.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you mean? Okay. I am checking with you.
Yes, yes, yes. I listen to you, and I want to speak, and in order to,
Kawa,
if I can
Kawa, hold
answer.
on, slow down, slow
Okay.
down, slow
Okay.
down.
Mhm.
You keep saying two things at the same time, that you want to speak and you want to listen. We can't do both. We can only listen or speak at one time. Slow down. This is for everybody. If we try to listen and speak at the same time, we get tangled up.
May
Kawa,
I
I'm not
speak?
finished. No, you may not speak.
Okay. Okay.
I'm speaking right now. See, we need
Oh,
we take turns. We take turns,
Oh.
right? So when one person is speaking, other people are listening. And the
Okay.
reason,
That's
Kawa,
right.
Kawa, could you just
Mhm.
listen for now rather than interrupting me?
Okay.
Yeah. So when one person is speaking, other people are listening. That's how we have like a
Your role.
Kawa, I'm not finished.
Okay. Okay.
You see,
I'm listening.
You're not listening, Kawa. You see how you keep coming in to talk to me?
Mhm.
You're not listening. You're interrupting me, and I'm talking to
No.
every. Yeah. Yes, you are.
Mhm.
So you have some feeling that you want to bring something in, right?
All right.
Each time, and that's kind of what's going on here.
Go ahead. I am listening.
Well, you're not listening. I would like it if anybody would like to reflect me now. Would anybody like to reflect me? Actually,
May I
no,
reflect you?
you may not. No, you may not, because I'm not done. Actually, I realize that I'm rushing, and I don't want to rush. So one person speaks at a time, and we wait until they're finished. And then we summarize, right? Listen, summarize, speak. If we go into questioning, if we go into one-on-one conversations, if we listen and speak at the same time, it gets all jumbled up. And daily conversations, it's all jumbled up, but we're doing it in a very focused way here so that we can create a very solid foundation for understanding each other. Now, would somebody like to summarize me? Kawa or anyone else?
This is Oscar.
Now, Oscar and Kawa want to speak at the same time. Oscar said, this is Oscar, and Kawa, you just made a noise. I'm going to go with Oscar because I'd like people who speak here, I'd like to work out a system. And the system I'm working on is say your name and where you're from before you speak. So go ahead, Oscar.
This is Oscar, and I am from Bissau, Guinea. I would like to summarize what you have said, James. You say that instead of talking, we have to just give a chance to each other, one person talking at a time. Because if we do not do that, we automatically rush off. Then we have to give a chance to someone talk, and then when he's done, and you take your turn and to talk. I think this is what you said.
You got me. Wonderful, Oscar. Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah, then anyone else?
No, not anyone else. Because first you listen, then you summarize, which you just did. Then you speak, then you say anyone else. You didn't speak yet, Oscar.
Okay. What I supposed to say?
No. See, it's not about what you're supposed to say. You're not supposed to say anything. You check with yourself.
Okay, is that okay? Yeah,
Oscar, I'm answering your question. So take a moment to check with yourself about what you want to say, then speak.
Okay. Right.
You muted yourself. You don't have to mute yourself. You can take a moment. You've got the floor. You've done the work of listening and summarizing. Take a moment for yourself. Check in with yourself and then speak while you have the floor with your microphone open.
Yeah. First, I would love to check if I did get you what you have said. Is that right?
Oh, I said yes. You did get me.
Okay. So I allow to suggest. So as some of us have been joined the group so far, I think we know the rules. Then we have to follow the rules, and also yeah, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I don't want to go long.
This is Kawa.
Yeah.
Oscar, you said Mr. Green have a rule. You should follow your rule. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
This is Kawa from Syria. I have something to ask Mr. Yassin. When he hosts some meeting, I answer him normal question. First, he don't answer my question, and second, he ignore me completely. I want to know about why like this action for me. Anyone else?
Okay, I'm going to summarize you, Kawa. Kawa, you, I don't know, here or somewhere, you had asked Yassin a question. He didn't answer your question, and you feel that he's ignoring you. And you'd
Yes,
like to,
right.
and you'd like to know why. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yassin, don't take this just personally, all right? So sometimes people don't do what we want them to do. Maybe even often. And if that happens, what you can do here is you can talk about your experience of wanting somebody to do something, wanting somebody to teach you English, wanting somebody to answer your question, wanting somebody to talk more, wanting somebody to talk less, wanting somebody to talk differently. There's lots of things that we can want from people. And here you can talk about what you want from people and what it's like to get it and not to get it. Would you like to do that, Kawa?
When we ask someone in order to know a question, answer, reply a question, someone, it's about all of about learning English.
Kawa? Notice you're not answering my question right now. It's ironic, isn't it?
I don't catch your meaning of last word. What's the meaning ironic? I don't know.
Okay, take it slow. So I asked you a question. I said, do you want to talk about your experience? Maybe you just meant yes, and you're beginning to do that, and that's fine. So I didn't catch what you said because I was looking for an answer to my question. Let me see if I can get what you said. When you ask somebody a question, for you, it's the purpose of asking a question is to learn English.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And somebody did not answer your question.
For my purpose, when I ask you question, it's all about something related in learning English. Nothing else.
I get it.
This is my
I get it.
When for example, when you don't answer me, and when I supposed to answer me, and you ignoring me completely.
Kawa,
I feel
Kawa,
in my side.
Kawa,
Okay.
slow down,
Oh.
slow down. Am I ignoring you?
No. I give you, for example, it's all related about my question of
Yeah.
for Yasin.
Yeah.
For Yasin.
Kawa,
I gave you, for
Kawa,
example.
slow down. I understand. I understand. You're taking Yasin answering your question or not answering your question. You're taking that just personally. Maybe, Kawa, I'm not done. Let me say something. Maybe he doesn't want to answer your question, and he doesn't have to, because we don't have to do things.
Oh, maybe.
Now, that's why I say what you can do here is not force someone to do what you want, because we can't force people to do what we want. I'm not even going to try. What you can do is talk about what it's like when somebody doesn't do what you want, even if it's for learning English, even if you think it's easy, even if you think you really, really want it very badly, whatever you're thinking, you can talk about not getting it and get a subgroup here of other people who may want something and are not getting it. That's what I'm inviting you to do here. That's the way that we can work.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what I said, Kawa?
Mr. Green, you said sometimes we don't get what we answer, or when don't get what we want answer. This is my. I don't think you speak now.
Hold on.
Am I wrong?
Иди сюда, покажи мне.
Olena, you're the expert on the whatever language we're speaking. Your face tells me that you know what was said. If you think that that's a real person or a fake person, I'll be interested to know. But anyway, back to you, Kawa. I didn't quite hear that. What did you say last?
You said sometimes we don't get what we.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Uh-huh. I think you said that. Am I wrong? I don't get you.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. Part of it is that I said we sometimes people don't do what we want. The other part I want you to hear is that what you can do here in this group is talk about it and get a subgroup, but not force people to do what you want, because you just can't.
Right.
Not right.
And another part, we don't get, and we don't force people to what we want. All right? You said that.
And we talk about it here with other people who have a similar experience. For example, you can ask if there's anyone else here who ever wanted something from somebody else and didn't get it. I'm sure you'll find at least one person here who has had that experience.
All right. You said you ask a subgroup if anyone have experience like me, similar me. At least I get someone like me to don't get what he want or she wants.
Exactly. You got me, Kawa.
May I speak after I summarize you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I have a topic. I want to change the topic and ask the subgroup.
Slow. Don't say what the topic is. Just ask to change the topic. You don't have to say what it is. Just ask the group.
Okay. Hi, guys. This is Kawa. I want to ask you all if I can change the topic.
Okay. Is it okay if Kawa changes the topic? Thumbs up if it's okay, thumbs down if you want to keep working on this. 3 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, 4 thumbs up, 5 thumbs up. It looks like you're good to go, Kawa. Maruf,
Thank you.
Maruf, I'm going to ask you to hold that while the group changes gears. I saw you said no, but I'm going to ask you to hold that. Go ahead, Kawa, change the topic.
Mhm. I have a topic and I think it's like the question about leader and how to be a successful leader.
Okay, you've got a question about how to be a successful leader. And as I do with people who raise any topic or question, I'd like you to answer
This
the
is question for you
first. You'd like me to answer?
Okay, and all of members in this group.
You're a
answer.
member in this group, Kawa.
Thank you very much. Anyone else?
Whoa, slow down. You're a member in this group, Kawa.
All right.
Would you?
I want. Before you speak, I know what you asked me. I want to answer. This is my opinion about like this question.
Great.
I think the great leader like you when you know how to deal about all members in this group. I think you, for me, you're great leader, and you know how to deal about all of minds in this group. Different culture, different language, different background. We since joined this group, show you how to deal all of diversity minds in the group. This is my short answer.
Yeah, Kawa. So you like the way I lead. You think it's effective.
Right.
Kawa?
Right. This is okay. Yeah.
Are you done?
Yes.
So you like the way I lead, and I want to present you with a little bit of a nudge to take it to the next step. Can you say what it is that I do that you like? Because your question was not, do you like James, the leader James? Your question was, what makes a good leader, which is, I think, a great question, a more general question looking for the characteristics. So if you make it about me only, and you don't give the characteristics, you're not even answering your own question. So would you answer your own question and say, what is it that I do that you think demonstrates good leadership qualities and characteristics and activities, behaviors?
You're patient. You have a patient character. You have a good background. You deal with someone, no matter how or his nationality. You have a firstly humanity. I think this is my opinion about your character. And so you give all you have in information and don't be you give all of your information about all of member unless and without any that or she or he. It's all of equality. This short answer. What
I didn't quite understand the last one. I heard that I'm patient. I heard that I work with anybody from whatever country they are. And then something about sharing information, giving information.
You have a lot of information. You do I think what this is word. You give all your information, no matter this religious and this is what nationally. And
Okay.
this is my short answer about your character.
Say anyone else, Kawa.
Anyone else?
This is Amira from Libya. Kawa said you appreciated James and take James as a good leader because he more patient and have a lot of knowledge and sharing other opinion to each other. Am I right, Kawa?
Right, 1% right.
Okay. From my side, I think James not patient, but whatever. The good leader should be good listener, you know, and how to dealing with the difficult situation, because all of us quiet and patient if that normal event, normal life, but when that something strong or great event, here in this point, the good leader appearance. So this is my opinion. Anyone else?
It's me, Oscar. I am from Bisagine. Okay, how to be a good leader? I think, first of all, to be a good leader, you have to be a good listener, as Samira, forgotten Amira said, and be a patient person, and also try, to not get angry, or to be just honest person, and try to know how to deal with the people and also know how to handle the problem. So no matter what, then if you know all of these things, you might be a good leader. But first of all, what you have to know, you gotta be a great listener. You gotta be a great listener. Yeah. Anybody else? Back to you, go.
This is Amira. I have some Oscar. Don't check with me about if I'm right or no.
Would you
Just
like
on-
him to?
Yeah,
Would you ask him to do that?
yeah. Oscar, please. You didn't check for me
Amira?
about if
Amira, skip to the part where you ask him for what you want. You're
Okay.
beginning, you're starting off by commenting on what he's doing, which creates a difficulty. Just skip to the end where you ask him for what you want.
I want somebody check with me about how
No.
to.
No, not somebody. Oscar. You want it from Oscar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
because the last one.
Amira, trust me. Forget the because, forget the commenting on what he did. Say, Oscar, would you summarize what I said?
Oscar, would you summarize what I said?
Yeah, that would be no problem. Yeah, excuse me, definitely, I forgot to summarize it before I spoke. Yeah, you say that to be a good leader, you have to be a good listener. And what else? I'm right.
Yes, you are right. Thank you.
Great work, both
Okay.
of you. Over to you, Oscar.
And then I say that to be a good leader, there is many ways to be a good leader. First of all, you have to be a good listener, and then try and also to be a model for embracement for change. and incorporate the shared like the version of the other people, and also communicate realistic and clear expectations for everybody else. Yeah, and try to handle the failure or try to handle some problems. Or once you have all of these kind of things, then you might be a good leader. But expecting to have these kind of perspectives, so that would be a little problem and a little difficult for you to be a good leader. Good leader might have to be a great listener and try to be a kind person and polite as well too. This is what I know about a good leader. Yeah, back to the group. Anyone else? Thank you.
There's a big silent subgroup in the group. I think there's about 30 people who have not spoken. Would anybody like to bring in what they're holding in the silence?
This is Ali Shafak. This is Ali Shafak from Afghanistan. I want to summarize this card. I think, Scar, you said that the good leader is the person who be a good listener, and also he or she may be honest and deal with the problems. Am I right?
Oscar, you're on mute. Oscar, are you with us? It seems we've lost Oscar, Ali Shafak, so just go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, in my opinion.
And I just,
sorry.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Ali Shafak. Hold on a second, Oscar. So this is one of the reasons why I suggest you have your camera on. Because in order to stay in sync with each other, it's helpful to know, is somebody listening to me or doing something else? When we see somebody looking back at us, we have a greater sense about whether we're with them or not. If our eyes are closed and we're not getting, and they're on mute, we don't know what's going on. It's a little bit more difficult to navigate. So back to you, Ali.
Yeah. Oscar, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I summarized you. Did you got me or not? Or I repeat?
Excuse me, if you don't mind, would you like to repeat what you have said, please?
Okay, no problem.
I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah, you said a good leader should be a good listener and also be patient and honest. And when a good leader faces with problems, he can deal with the problems in a good manner. Am I right?
Yeah, that was close. Yeah, that was 9%. That was close. Yeah.
That was close or completely?
Hold on. We're not looking for close and we're not looking for perfect. We're looking for good enough.
Okay, good enough. Okay.
Okay.
Back to you.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, a good leader, from my opinion, is a person who, rather than he or she was a good listener and be patient and be honest, he or she should be a good decision maker when they face with a situation that there is some problem that they have to choose, have to select one option that it's not clear, that maybe in the future the result is not clear in the future. So they should have the ability to take a good decision at this kind of situation. Thank you. Anybody else?
This is Mohammed Jbara from Palestine. Ali Shafaq, you said the good leader is, rather than a good listener and patient, honest, they must be good decision makers. For if there is a problem, they need to choose one. Is that right?
Yeah, completely.
No, thank you. Now, for me, a good leader is a clear person. Like there is a saying, I say it by heart. It is in Arabic language, but the meaning is the world means the people, the whole people, respect the leader who knows where he's going or where he's heading. So it's all about the path, clearness, to be clear to everyone, especially your employees or your subordinate, to have a clear vision, let's say. Anyone else?
This is Oscar. Mohammed, I would love to check with you.
Now,
If I
Oscar,
do
I'd like to check.
understand-
Oscar, I'd like to check with you about something, if it's all right. Man, just hold. So, I noticed that you, before you turned your camera off, you came on, you turned your camera on to get with Ali Shafaq's summary of you. Then you left us again. You turned your camera on. I wonder if you realize what the impact on you of turning your camera on and off again might be.
No, there's no problem. Just I'm doing something alongside me. The reason why I turn off my camera. So when I want to speak, just I turn on my camera. That's it. There's no problem.
Well, so I think there may not be a problem for you personally in your person role, but I think there's a very big impact on your member role in the group.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Yeah. And if you notice, you turning your camera, I don't know if you noticed, but maybe people notice when you turned
No,
your
I didn't.
Well, I know you don't know what I'm going to say.
Mhm.
When you turned your camera on just for a short amount of time, a number of people followed you. After you turned your camera on, Kawa turned his camera on, Shifani turned her camera on, Randall turned his or her camera on, Mohammed turned his camera on. It has a big impact. Whether you have your camera on or not, you might not realize it, but it has a big impact on you in your member role and on the group as a whole. And
Okay.
likewise, don't take it personally, Oscar, because you're not the only person who does that or who has their camera off. But likewise, if you participate mainly with your camera off, it also has a big impact on the group. So you want to decide what kind of impact you want to have on yourself and on the group. When you make these decisions about turning your camera on and off, you might talk about it rather than just doing it, which you may have heard me say before. Back to you, Oscar. Actually, no. Would somebody tell me what they heard me say?
This is Mohammed Jbara.
Yeah, go ahead, Mohammed.
All right. James, you said that it is effective when you turn your camera on. For example, in the case of Oscar, when he turned his camera on, some people in this group, I can't name them, they turned their camera off. That means that it's better to turn your camera on when it's okay with you.
close. There's an impact. What we do in the group has an impact. Turning your camera on, turning your camera off has an impact. Coming here in the middle of the call, coming at the beginning of the call has an impact. Doing two things at once or giving your attention to what's going on has an impact. Summarizing people and seeking to understand them before bringing in your own ideas has an impact. The things that we do in the group have an impact. You can notice them, and then if you notice them, you're in a better position to make a decision about it. And if you talk about what you're doing, you're in a better position to notice what you're doing. If you just do it, you might miss what you're doing. You might miss the impact that it has on you and the group, and then the group loses that valuable information and opportunity. Can you get that, Mohammed?
Yeah, sure, I got it. You said it has an impact on everyone, not even turning on the camera or off. The way we summarize each other, like everything has an impact. Everything we do repeatedly, like let's say our routines. Maybe.
Yeah. So I'm not telling you should turn your camera on. I do think it's better. It's true. I think it's better. I'm not telling you should do it, but whether you do it or not, I'd like you to talk about the impact that it's having on you and what your I'd rather you talk about it rather than do it. You got me, Mohammed. Thank you. Over to you and Oscar.
I think, Oscar, you wanted to summarize me, so
well,
will you try it?
I'm actually going to jump in again. Sorry for that, but I need to go in 13 minutes. So I'd like to just leave about 7 minutes, 6 minutes for the silent subgroup, and then we'll do 6 or 7 minutes of surprises and learnings, and then I'm going to end the call. So people who have not yet spoken, there's a very large silent subgroup in the group. Anybody who has not yet spoken, would you like to speak? Ahmed Hussein, Eric, Tawfiq, Rafi, Aisha, Yunay, Ari, Mark, Aisha, Tyus, Grace, Liz from Indonesia, Fatime, Rosa, Ramma, Maruf, Frida, Sir Kang, Alex from Mexico, Shafani, Amans, Christina, Tak, Silla from Indonesia, Randall, Tayar, Hassan, Olina, Azita, Nani, Anna, and Dalich. I don't know. Was that like 37 people I named? There's a lot of people who are silent. Would you like to bring in what you're holding?
Hello, everybody. How are you all? And yeah, that's all.
Hi, goodbye.
Hello, Tias.
Tyus from Aisha from
Indonesia, sorry.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, actually, I just want to speak or try to get involved in the chat, but sometimes there is something that make me fear about your rules, that you have to make sure that all the listener, all those participant here could understand what I'm saying. And then whenever people try to summarize what I'm saying, and then you seems like it seems like this is not my read. This is that what I thought, that people that you, Mr. Green, try to make sure that people in this group or in this class could understand what people or you are saying. You just say it, and then but when the people try to summarize for what people sit in this group, and then sometimes they feel so, what should I say? And then they try to, especially for the beginner, and you feel that like so afraid to making a mistake. So it seems that it is also happened why people try to keep silent rather than to speak up, because perhaps they feel something like, I don't want to make any mistake. It is something that I fear, and it is also often happens when I try also to speak, especially with a native speaker. So that's what I feel as well. Whenever when I want to speak in the public speaking, and so
Aisha,
yeah.
I've been teaching English for a long time, and I keep a list. I have a list of all my students who have died from making a mistake when speaking English. It is a very short list. There's nobody on that list.
Okay. Yeah, because it is also what I experience. Whenever I try to speak for the beginnings, I feel so hesitated. Should
Yeah.
I speak?
Well,
Yeah.
Aisha, so you can ask yourself what's wrong with making a mistake when you speak English.
I think as for me, and there is nothing wrong for making mistake, because making a mistake is a part of learning. So we can't make it up for every single thing that we make, or every single mistake that we made, and then we
Aisha,
make it up. Yeah.
slow down. You're talking very quickly, which tells me maybe you're a little scared right now, a little anxious. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Again, well, slow down. So it's ironic because you're talking about how there's nothing to be afraid of, but you're afraid. So here's an opportunity to check. You don't even have to say why you're afraid. Just recognize you're anxious right now. Maybe you don't even know why, but you're anxious, and that's causing you to speak very quickly, right? So you could say to yourself, what are you scared of right now?
Yeah, I try to find out why I should be afraid or be scared or be of fear. Sometimes it is automatically my nerves seem like trembling.
Okay, go. That's important information. That's the second, right? There's three places that anxiety comes from: a thought, an unfamiliar feeling. That's what you're describing. Your nerves are trembling. It's unfamiliar. Your nerves are trembling. That's what happens when we get anxious. And then you're getting scared about something that is a little unfamiliar. What's scary about your nerves trembling like that?
Yeah, I try to find out why should I trembling when I try to speak English at the front of the people.
Maybe there's no reason. You know, the body has its own intelligence. It does its own thing. Sometimes we get dizzy. Sometimes our heart rate begins to speed up. Sometimes we begin to sweat.
Yeah.
Those are
sometimes it's my heart is beating so fast also.
Your heart is beating fast, right? Those are all the signs of anxiety.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know why.
Not maybe, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, your heart is beating quickly. You're trembling. You're speaking quickly. Those are all the signs of anxiety. You're scared. You're scaring yourself. And the question is there some danger? Is there any real danger? Or are you scaring yourself unnecessarily? Is there something
unnecessary? but I don't know. It just might be it's my flawless.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. You're rushing so quickly, right? You hear what you said. You said it's unnecessary, but meaning it is necessary, right? When we say but, it means that we are arguing with ourselves or with somebody else. So you're saying that it is necessary to be anxious right now, that there is some danger. And the question is, what is the danger? And I'm sorry, Aisha, I want to put a pin in that because I'm going to need to go in a few minutes and I want to just do 4 or 5 minutes of surprises and learnings, okay? Bring that in next time. That's important work for the whole group. Undoing anxiety, essential work for us. Thank you very much for doing it, Aisha. Now, surprises, learnings, satisfactions, dissatisfactions, discoveries, next moves. Does anyone have a surprise or a learning?
This is Kawa from Syria.
Yes, Kawa.
My surprise and satisfaction, more than 4, I can say, months, you stay in same energy and same stable. Thank you very much, Mr. Green.
You're welcome.
Oscar to everyone.
And Dalich, then Oscar.
Thank you. Today I learned or I discovered that the good leader, they focus on the growth of the others. They listen others. They understand others. Especially they encourage others. So I would like to thank you. You are the one who is encouraging us, who are understanding us when we are even not clear with our idea. So this is my learning today. Thank you.
My pleasure, Dalich. My deep pleasure, my honor. Other surprises, learnings.
It was me. I think it was my turn.
Yes, right? yes.
Okay. My satisfaction is that today's session was very, casual. I can say that. I love that. As I used to say always, your session, your mirroring is like, I can say like Blake, Blazing Sky is really important. And thank you so much for your...
I'm sorry, Oscar, I didn't quite understand you. Mirroring, bracing sky, what?
Yeah, I mean, breaking sky, I mean, that's very important. So it's a golden opportunity to stay here to learn and discover many things, learning different kind of, people, different country, different backgrounds, and it's really important. I really like that. So I wish you keep really coming up. Yeah. And my next discovery is that I would like you to suggest to make one, new rules in our mirror here, which is that everyone must turn on the camera. So when you are in the mirror, this is what I would like to suggest, if that's okay.
Actually, surprises and learnings is not a time for suggestions for the group, but it is a time for suggestions for yourself. For yourself, you might suggest to yourself to bring that proposal to the group next time. Would you do that?
Yeah, that would be great. No problem. So, next.
I look forward to it.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Well, actually, I'm done. We're done. We're at my time boundary. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Great call. Remember that at 16 UTC, Nuran is going to be teaching a class, so you can come back today. At 16, Nuran, and 17, Warda will be hosting a class. So you can come back later, but I've got to go now. So thank you, everybody. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, James. Have a
Thank
great
you.
time. Nice to see you
Thanks.
next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Enjoy your day.
Bye.
Enjoy your birthday.